Welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm gonna be working on the dash area here on the 67 Mustang. So I have to put my AC control in there. I have to run the hoses, and those are already pretty much kind of run. And then I do have to connect the elbows to connect them, and hopefully get the glove box in there. Stay tuned.
Music bed.
First thing I'm gonna do is get under here and run that hose down. It has to be under here, under the dash, come to the end, and that's where I'm gonna put an elbow and then connect it to the vent so I can connect my heater controls here. And then I'm also gonna pull this back out a little bit so I can connect my wiper switch into the dash. Okay, so I went ahead and connected the little elbow here for the vent. What I'm doing now is I pull the wiper switch up here to the top, and then what I'm gonna do is just bolt it to the dash. I should have probably, when I did all this harness, is made like a quick connect, but I guess you can unbolt it from the dash to take it out if I ever need to take the dash out. This harness, this is as far as it was in the paintless kit. So I mean, I can get it about this far out. I'm gonna have to kind of push it backwards a little bit to bolt it on, but so you don't have too much of room to really pull it back with it attached. So now it could be different because I run my harness behind this metal piece, because I didn't want it to be bunched up behind these gauges because they are bigger than the factory ones, but regardless, so that's one thing. Anyways, I'm gonna turn the key on just to make sure which way I need to have the wiper switch. I think that's off right there, which would mean I have to turn it. Yep, because so it has to be this way. So I don't want to bolt it and then I have to switch it around once the dash is in there. So this goes right through this hole here. And then once this is all done, I have the little knobs that you put on top of these. They're like chrome little knobs. So gonna bolt this on and then I'll push the dash back in. All right, so I got my wiper switch all connected. Put the dash back in here, and I do have to get the 3 bolts that go here on top. Now this dash piece is different from the factory one in the sense that it has this little kind of like little hole right here, and you can put a bolt right through there. Normally I think on the original one there might have been a screw there, but also they had little tabs sticking down where when you bolted this one, it pushed on this piece too. This one doesn't have that anymore, so this is just gonna bolt on in there. So I'm gonna feed my wire. This is gonna be run all the way across to my AC box, and this is the controllers. And it's electronic, so factory, this was cables. This turns it from the manual into this electronic kind of system here. So I'm gonna put that in there, and then I'll go from the back and put the vent in. Just click it in there and just plug in my controls here. This is one that you have to also be careful because you have all power connectors here, so you don't want to touch them against the metal here. You want to make sure that this plug is all the way in. I might actually even just wrap a little bit of Tesa tape, just you don't want to touch the little contacts here against the metal. If you ever trying to guide it in there and it's not going and you just bump it, then that could either pop a fuse or, you know, short something out. So I'll probably just get a little bit of Tesa tape and just wrap it around here. You don't have to do that, but I'm telling you from experience, I think it's happened with my old controls that, because this is the same from the factory, and I remember trying to take this out or putting it back in and then touching that, you know, sparking the connections there. So I'll just put a little, you know, wrap it a little bit here. And so this is just gonna, it's just gonna have a little barrier from the metal to the contacts. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the screws to mount this in there, and then the bottom ones, and we'll be all set on this part. Alright, so I'm getting the cluster bolted on. I did start to put these screws that I had in there, but they were too long, so we went to Tractor Supply and got a plethora of screws. That way they're not too long and they poke through the dash on top. So I'm gonna get these up here, the two on the bottom. This one's on there, just got tiny a little bit more. And then I also went and got the ones that will go on the AC controller here. So I'm gonna get all those put on there and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so I went ahead and mounted the dash here. I'll hold this light here so you can see it better, but got the 3 bolts on top, 2 on the bottom. This one's here, so these are a little bit tapered, but they're stainless steel so they won't, you know, rust. And then got the ones here on the bottom and connected the vent to the dash there. So one thing I'm gonna do now, since I ran the controller wire all the way to the classic auto air unit, gonna turn the key on, and hopefully when I turn this, the blower works. So here we go. So the speeds, and then right now it's on off, which is technically just to the front. I believe if you go heat, that just leaves it on the front, but it turns the water valve, you know, water hose valve, and then defroster is blowing to the top. So it's good. So far it's working good. I believe if I go all the way to the top, that's for the AC, but I don't have the compressor hooked up, so I'm not gonna go there yet. But overall these controls are working. Yep, I can hear it clicking back, you know, it clicks back here to the front. It's blowing here on the front, on the side vent here. So overall, everything's working good. So now I'm just gonna go to the other side and put the other vent and bolt on the glove box, and then I'll show you guys what I did on that side. Alright, so putting that side was a pain on the butt. I mean, it might be like 10 minutes on the video, but it's been like 3 hours to get that side done. So I'm gonna do the easiest part here. Putting the ashtray on. Hey, there we go, man. I almost thought I wasn't gonna go in as easy as it did, but pretty simple. So, you know, you just, who uses an ashtray anymore anyways, right? But anyways, whew, well, now that the hardest part's over, now I'm on this side, so I'm gonna get this piece mounted in here, and then this is the vent that goes on this side. I'll have to get this piece on here and then just hook up the vent. Luckily on this side I have this whole opening from the glove box and a lot more room to work on it, so they shouldn't be as hard. This has this little stud, which I think I showed you guys on, I don't remember if it was that one, but what I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna get my tap and just actually make threads on this, because this is metal and it's supposed to be one of those nuts to cut the threads in there, but those are a pain on the butt. 1, 2, they don't hold as well, so I'm just gonna cut some threads in here, put an actual nut with the washer, and that way I can mount it right in here. I'm gonna have to get this piece a little bit up so it fits, but once it's on there, I'll show you guys how it looks. All right, I'm gonna try a 1/4 inch tap. Looks like that's gonna be a pretty good size there. It's going pretty easy, so because I don't want to break that stud off, because then that's wouldn't be good. You know, but I think this is going in pretty easy, so we'll see what it looks like. And I can only go in so far because the it's on an angle, so this tap's gonna hit the backside here on the bottom, but I think that'll be enough threads. I can put like a washer in there. Plus with the thickness of the dash, it might be enough anyway, so. It looks like we're right at the edge there, where it's touching. Yep, that's it. It's always a good idea to invest in a good set of taps though, because they cut really well. If you don't have a good set, then you know this might not be as easy. So that looks okay. Let me get a nut and see how that goes in there, see if that's going to be good enough. If not, I might have to go to a different size. Okay, so the nut looks pretty good. It fits on there really nice, so I'm gonna just go ahead and use this. I'll put a washer behind this because the hole on the dash, it's a little bit bigger, but we're good to go. Get you a good set of taps. Okay, so I went ahead and run this hose here on top of where the glove box is gonna be, and then to this vent. That, you know, that nut worked really well on this vent here on the top, and then I put the two on the bottom. These don't like 100% line up here, but I mean, this is, you know, it's aftermarket little clip. I could probably loosen the little bolt here and kind of move it from the top a little bit. I knew that was, you know, you can kind of do that, but it looks pretty good. So overall, it's all said and done here as far as the, you know, the heater controls, and then the hoses are good. I'm gonna see about mounting the glove box here, although I have to, maybe I'll wait, but I know I have you know, like the light wiring here that I have to run for like the glove box light and all that. So yeah, I'll probably just mount it. I mean, I can always take it off and put it back on, since, you know, I don't want to have it just right here on the bottom. So let me do that, and then I'll show you guys what I did. All right, so I got the glove box mounted. I just need to get my little latch here. I gotta clean this little chrome ring that goes in there, and actually I have a new piece for the inside here. So a lot of these spars, man, I had gotten them from another Mustang that I bought, and it was full of parts, new parts, which kind of worked out because, as you can see, I'm using a lot of them. So like the dash, all these parts here, and then so I sold that Mustang. It was a good car. I sold it, and I kept all those parts because I knew I was gonna need them for this. So, but anyways, like this insert here for the glove box, it's brand new, and it came in the other car, so I didn't have to buy one, you know. This part's not expensive. This is like probably like a, well, it's like a $30 little part, but it kind of starts to add up when you have to buy a bunch of, you know, small $30 parts here and there, and some of the parts were more expensive, but yeah. So I would have probably used the old one that I had, so I have it right there, but it's, you know, it's pretty old, and I mean, you can tell its age. This is brand new. It was still in the package. So, and most of these parts were Scott Drake reproduction parts, which are pretty good quality. So, got this mounted in here. So this is all good. Like I said, I just need the latch, which I don't remember. I took it off when I painted the glove box, but I have no idea where I put it. So I'll have to kind of search around, but and it looks like I'm gonna have to figure out, because it looks like something's hitting on the back once I put this in there. So okay, so actually behind here, I had mounted a relay for the AC system, and that's what was hitting this the glove box. So I already went ahead and moved it, so it's all good to go. Like I said, I gotta get my latch in there, but that is good. That's gonna be it for this video, guys. It's taking longer than I thought. So next video, I'm gonna go ahead and I think clean up all this stuff out of here and start doing the sound deadening material, so that way I can get carpet and things in here. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, comments, leave them below. Subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next one.